Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Paleo 101, where we talk about fossils, minerals, and everything recorded in the Earth's rocks. Well, today is a very important day. It is May 21st of 2017. But on this day, one of the most prestigious and famous paleontologists of all time was born, and her name was Mary Anning. And this is what a painting of Mary Anning would have looked like. She's holding a geological hammer in her hand, a basket on her arm, and her dog tray is lying right next beside her. Mary Anning was a famous fossilist and paleontologist of the 18th century, and she was an amazing scientist. And she would collect fossils all the time along the Jurassic coast of Lyme Regis of Dorset, England. But unfortunately, she lived a hard life. She was poor, and she was poorly educated. But she would start to collect fossils with her father. But unfortunately, her father passed away when she was very young, and it was very hard for her to put food on the table. But she would collect fossils all the time, and she would sell fossils to make ends meet. She would sell fossils and start collect fossils, such as ammonites and belemnites along the Jurassic coast. And this is what an ammonite looked like. Now this ammonite does not come from Lyme Regis, but is an example of what an ammonite looked like. It was a cephalopod, and these animals are found all the time along the rocks of the Jurassic coast. They're littered everywhere along the ground and they're contained in the rocks of the cliffs of the Jurassic coast. So she would sell and collect fossils all the time to make ends meet, but it wasn't until she was 12 that she found a major discovery. Her and her brother Joseph found an amazing skeleton of an ichthyosaur lying in the rocks of Dorset, England, as there was a landslide. She found fossils of an ichthyosaur skull and skeleton. It was the first ichthyosaur ever discovered. Her brother thought it was a crocodile, but she knew it was something that was not unlike anything living today. It was extinct. The concept of extinction was not formed during this time. So she started finding all kinds of fossils. She found the first pterosaur outside of Germany, known as Dimorphodon macronix. She found some of the first ichthyosaur remains and the first plesiosaur remains. She also identified Bizarre stones, which are coprolite, or also known as dung stones that she found in some of the abdominal parts of ichthyosaurs. She found amazing fossils, but she was not credited for her work in paleontology during the time. She wanted to get into the Geological Society where all the other paleontologists were, but she was looked down upon and was treated second class because she was a female. Females were looked down upon during that time, and there was a lot of sexism during back then. So she died without any of her credited work in paleontology and some of the fossils that she identified. But it wasn't until 2015 where a new identified ichthyosaur was discovered in a museum collection, and this was discovered by paleontologist Dean Lomax and was published. The new species is known as Ichthyosaurus anningae. And this is Ichthyosaurus anningae right here. And this specimen was thought to be a cast, but this is the original specimen of a new species of ichthyosaur related, but was a new ichthyosaur found in the museum collections of 2015. So one of the most famous paleontologists and female paleontologists of all time was able to get credited for some of her work, and was able to had a ichthyosaur fossil identified and was named in her honor. So that was a great privilege. Mary Anning was an amazing paleontologist and will be known and remembered throughout paleontological history. This is Paleo 101, and I'll see you later with another video.